I'm Ronald Chimba on Peace Africa podcast, a medium for peace building and golden rule instruction. I'm here to exploit more about the Lighthouse Germany media evolution movement. Everybody would like to know more about this movement and who is the brain behind this important peace strategy or peace initiative. So you are welcome on Peace Africa podcast.
Hello, Ronald. Thank you for the invitation. I can explain a little bit for Lighthouse Germany Media Evolution Movement. We are a German initiative, and we want to have balanced and honest media in the whole world. So we created an app which can unite the movement for honesty and for peace. This is a great chance for us all because it doesn't cost money. It's only about that we for balanced media by law and by press code. We have the situation that journalism should be very balanced about the conflicts in the earth, on the earth. And this is a great chance for us all if we find more truth and more honesty in the media, then we can solve the conflicts not anymore with a lot of violence and with war, but we can solve the conflicts on round tables. This should be the aim. And I can explain how we try to do this. Our initiative is 2 years old, so we work a lot in Germany and Austria and in Switzerland already. But now we try to speak to everybody in the world because with this app in English language, we can reach everybody else on the planet. And we even want to add some more languages in the next weeks. And the next language will be French, and then some more languages. So everybody can join us here. And just to explain the most important idea of the app, it's not only a calendar. You can find all things happening in the app. For example, if you have a peace rally in your country or in your city, then you can find it in the app, or you can give the data yourself into the app, the time and the place where it happens. It's local media, because what we want to do is we want to start a dialogue with the local media, because we think journalism is responsible to report in a balanced way about the things happening with the people who are interested in peace and in democracy. So there's a lot of actions, a lot of education events, a lot of rallies or vigils around the world. So if you live in any town in the world and you see there is an event for peace or event for education, then you are able to invite on the whole world. Then the journalism really gets some pressure to report in a balanced way about all our events and actions for peace.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That means we have to unite. We have to form a solid movement, bringing everyone on board. Peace building is considered to be a moral issue. What is your say about that? Because in most of our developing countries, such movements have failed because people are not taking into account the moral side of this and that. Many are being bribed and don't even try to report. Others are being tortured. How are you going to address that? Because I think we should have a ground strategy of sensitizing, empowering the journalists themselves. Many in our developing countries fear to come out. They fear to be tortured. So how are you prepared to buttress them with the knowledgeability and confidence?
Absolutely. Confidence is very very, very important, because even the journalists, they need to have the confidence that they have the power to be balanced if they want to be balanced. Because as you say, it's right, they have a lot of pressure because of a hierarchy, and they must not be very balanced. They get pressure to be one-sided in many ways, but they get confidence to create more ethics in the profession, if they realize that we are many. So the idea is that we unite, that everybody of us gets many people in the world which start the dialogue for peace. Then the journalism begins to think what is more important. And what pressure is the bigger pressure? The pressure to make one-sided press, or the pressure to make balanced press? So this is so the most important thing is that we have a strategy to become united and to network. And this is only possible because it's for free. It doesn't cost any money, because we live in the digital age. And I think you're in Tanzania right now, yes? Tanzania or in Uganda?
I'm very
Are you in Uganda?
I'm in Uganda.
Uganda.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talk here from Uganda to Germany for free. And this is very interesting. So we can create to unite the peace movement all over the world for free. So we don't risk anything, and we can show that that many people are interested in peace. And the journalism, he will realize that we are many people who want peace. So this is the basic idea. And the second thing is also to get attention to our idea. So thank you, Ronald, for this podcast, because every podcast and every newspaper who brings attention to the idea that the peace movement should unite and should get some power for solutions for our future without violence. This is very important. And so it's not about politics, it's about ethic, because it should be our ethic that we solve our conflicts without violence. And the only thing we need the family of humans all over the world should get a voice. And this is what we try to do. We try to get a loud voice. So the louder the voice, the more will be the reaction of the journalism, of the mainstream journalism. This is the idea. And we don't know whether we are strong enough, but we hope we are strong enough, because we are many, and every country can join us.
That is great. That is great. I see we need a ground strategy, especially it's good in Germany, internet is free, but in some African countries, especially Uganda, where I am, internet is not evenly distributed. It is only in town centers, but in our local communities, no computers, no power. Having a smartphone is a challenge. Most people do not have access to such. Yet these are the victims of violence that we must sensitize, we must mobilize. I think we need to have a ground strategy. I will take part into designing one that I will share with you as we also labor to bring journalists on board. So how prepared, okay, how different is this initiative from the many initiatives that we see that do not come anywhere near to the reality? What is spoken is different, and what is being done is different. They are not grounded.
Yeah, I think the big difference here is, and we have to look in history. In the history, we have 60 years of peace movement since Vietnam. We have a lot of conflicts on Earth, and but we had never the digital possibilities like today. So what's new is the digital possibility to communicate, and we can now look for the first step to do. The first step is to look in Uganda. What do you have on peace? What peace initiatives do you have? What organizations who want to have justice and who want to talk about democracy and talk about non-violence? And what organizations do you have? And every organization can help us, and especially the events of these organizations. We should collect. The app has the ability to collect all the data of the events, but only the public events. So it's not a security problem to collect this data, because it is public data, only public data. But for us, it's a kind of calendar, what happens in Uganda. And then you can, same as Germany, where we have a lot of events and education events for democracy and freedom and for peace. The same, we can join all the events from Uganda and invite the local newspaper of Uganda, because you also should start a dialogue to your mainstream media from Uganda, which should be interested in non-violence. This is very important. If you have problems with this, every country has special conditions. Yeah? Maybe you are not allowed. Maybe you have no press freedom. So every country has different situations about this. But I think we are on the right path if we talk about non-violence with the journalism all over the world. And we hope we find a lot of friends with this dialogue.
Thank you so much, Jimmy, for that elaboration. I think since you have a plan of translating the events in many languages to attract the international, I think we need to think of a one piece vocabulary, because I see we lack that one piece vocabulary. Everyone has his own vocabulary. The way you define peace may be different from the way it is defined, say, in the Western world, the way in Africa, the way in our different cultures. So how are you looking into that unity of peace vocabulary that can really bring us together?
Yes, it's a very interesting thought, because the conflicts are very different, and the ethics are sometimes a little different. And so it's very important to communicate. We have even the same situation in Europe, that there are many different positions. You have even different political positions and different political solutions. But I think we have to find something which unites us. And all people on the world, we are a family. And this is the idea of the app, to bring the family together. And I think what unites us is the non-violence. We have to create ideas of non-violence, because we will all time on earth, we always will have conflicts. We cannot create a world without conflicts. We will always have conflicts. But our task is it to solve the conflicts without violence. Because this is what we learned in hundreds of years of culture, of civilization. And this brings us together. You say vocabulary, maybe it's the words must be understandable. We must understand that we have a common goal, but the political discussion about the details, this should be an honest and fair competition, because the details we should discuss on a platform of honesty, without violence, and most important, it must be balanced, because you always have a single interest of powerful people, or of rich people, or of other people who wants to have a special interest, a single interest, which is not always the best for the community. So this is why all the different positions, all the different opinions should be discussed in a balanced way. And this is why humans created journalism. They created the press code, that we have a platform to discuss about the ideas. And also the universities and schools, they are also a very important location to talk about these things. But this is only the second step. I think this is very important, that our first step is to create this platform together, the platform of balanced media and the balanced news, the balanced positions. They bring the peace. They can bring the non-violence, and they can bring a fair discussion about the conflicts.
Yeah, thank you so much for that wonderful sharing. For sure, you have a good picture of a peace knowledge economy we must live. The planet for everyone to be in good terms with another one. You've talked of education, so many events in German. How prepared are you to pay visit in East Africa, in Uganda, with some few of these peace building volunteers? And we strategize, have a launch of a platform that we all shall believe in. How prepared are you? Can you come to Uganda, say with 1, 2, or 3 peace building volunteers for, say, 2 to 3 or a week? Then we strategize on something and have it launched immediately, because peace building cannot wait, Jimmy.
Yes, there's many creativity possible. Yeah. The first step is absolutely without money. This is very, very good news, that we have a possibility to unite without money. And the second step would be if we have money, if we are strong enough, and if we have some funds, then we can travel. And we can bring resources. We can exchange resources. This is also the second step. So the first step is information. we need to exchange information. You should know what we do in Germany for peace and what people, the peace initiatives of Germany, what they are doing, what they are preparing. And then we need the information, what is happening in Uganda, what do you prepare, what initiatives do you have, what organizations do you have? And then we have always the possibility to bring us together like we do on a digital level. And the second step would be to meet in Germany or in Uganda with a certain group for conference and things like that. And there are already, I know in Africa, there will be a very interesting conference in 2024, next year, I think in May. There are things already planned, but right now, it is our first step to exchange informations. And this is the first step of uniting all our work for peace.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, knowledge sharing is key. What is happening in Germany? What is being done in Uganda? There is a lot. When you go in those knowledge institutions of Germany, even this side of Uganda and some others in Africa, there is a lot really to share. And I have a lot myself. Our peace building partners in local communities have a lot that is being done. So if your doors are kept open, for sure, we cannot fail to reach there, to have that everlasting peace that we want. Though we've always been let down by some peace activists who do not mean what they say. But I strongly believe this is an heavenly sent chance that we got in touch. We have a lot happening here that we need to share with you, to exchange. So your readiness, your heart, as it is open, ours are also open. We have what to share. So when are you launching the app? When are you launching the app? How can we exchange information now with you?
The app is already launched. So we can send a link on this podcast. You can write the link to the app. And you can write the link to our website, which has an English page. It's a German website, but it has an English page right now. And so you get some link and also some American podcasts about explanation, how the app is working. And you can always ask because my contact dates are on the website, so everybody can ask questions, sending emails, and even telephone calls. Everything is possible. So this would be the first step. And if you have questions to the app, we are always available.
Thank you so much. So you will send a link to the app. That is fantastic.
Yes.
I pray that you don't delay. We want to begin sharing this important information. Peace building cannot wait.
Yes.
With me here,
we can immediately start. We can begin tomorrow with the first event.
You are a genie of the 21st century. You don't delay. That is what we need. With me here is a peace vocabulary pack.
Yes.
A peace vocabulary pack for children. I think this would interest German students, German learners. I don't know how immediately this can be in German, can be accessed in German. You need it as a stepping stone, a mobilization tool. The peace vocabulary that I've talked about is very, very important, and it will create us a one thought as we challenge and get to the real root causes of the injustices and how strongly we can challenge them. But I'm going to do a great job, I think. I trust myself, and I'm going to mobilize for this.
But I send you all the data,
Yeah,
and then you can look at the recording. If the recording is okay, then we can make it public.
yeah.
And if you have problem with the recording, then we can make a second try, maybe tomorrow also, if you like.
I think we have recorded, and I think it is a good recording. Yeah, our
Okay,
machine.
perfect.
How about you? You didn't record?
Perfect.
Hmm. So,
No,
oh, you didn't record. We've recorded. Though our
uh,
gadgets are not
I
always
thought,
nice, but we
yeah,
have tried.
we next time we record both. Yeah, you can on your side record, and I can record,
Yeah,
and then we can cut and edit both videos.
yeah.
But now, but the first time I missed to record.
Now we have recorded what we are going to
So
put on the
have a
podcast.
look at the recording. Yeah. Okay, so it's a first try. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I
So
think,
I send you email right now.
yeah, you send email. You've
No,
sent.
no, I'm not ready. I send it now.
Yeah, send it.
I have,
I believe we have some like 2 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah, within the 2 minutes, I would request for your concluding remarks.
yeah. So do you need a photo of me or not?
We need it.
No?
We need your photo.
Yes, a photo?
Yes,
Because I can add a photo.
add a photo.
If you need a, if you want to have a photo, I have here
Yeah,
a photo, and I send you also the logo.
yes.
Just if you need the logo,
Yeah,
we
send.
have a German logo, and
Yeah,
we have but the chat is now ending because
yeah.
it's only 40 minutes always.
Eh,
But we
eh.
are ready, yeah? I send you the email. And if you have any problems, you call me, okay?
So thank you so much, Jimmy, for this time.
Yes.
I hope members on BP's Africa podcast, you have qualitatively heard from Jimmy, and it is our responsibility to unite and bring sustainable peace on this planet. So thank you so much. We shall meet in our next podcasts. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All the
Bye-bye.
best.
Thank you.